Hey, what's up everybody? Mark Kanowski from Bassin360.com. Minnesota springtime here. Finally getting some decent weather. You can see 72 degrees there. We just crossed over into May, and like I said, finally starting to get some good weather, and we are so thankful for it. It seems like the weather went from 20, 30 degrees to 50s, 60s, and 70s almost immediately. The ice in my cabin just went out just the other night. There was a massive layer on it, and then all of a sudden we woke up in the morning and it was all gone. So super excited for that, to finally get out on the water, finally test out some of these new toys like that new Minn Kota Ultrex, and just get back fishing. You know, and I've really slacked over the last, you know, probably 12 months, 18 months of producing video for Bassin 360. And you know, now that I'm graduating from college, I'm doing all these new things. You know, I'm really looking forward to producing more content, more video, and bring it to you guys. So make sure to stay tuned for that. But right now, headed home. Got some product from Tackle Warehouse waiting for me. I'm gonna put it in the boat today, kind of just get some things ready. The rods are in the boat, the tackle's in the boat, but things need a little bit of organizing, things along those lines. So I'm gonna bring you guys along in the boat today to see what we're doing. So stay tuned. So guys, part of this process too is that I bought a GoPro Hero 5 Session, and I'm going to be using that for some of my vlogging stuff, and we're going to see how the sound quality is on it and the video quality, and just see if this might be the right camera for this kind of vlogging as well too. So this is a test for me too, so if this video quality or sound isn't that great, you'll just have to bear with me. So guys, we got two things here today. We bought two different tackle organization systems. I previously had on, if I can grab it here for you, this guy right here. You can see that properly. It's got these little clips on this metal deal, and this was supposed to be either screwed in or epoxied into the boat, and none of them have held up. It's been a very poor system. So I bought the Tackle Titan, as you can see right here, from T&H Marine, as well as Cook's Go-To tackle storage system. You can see right there the little clips go in these holes right here. And the Tackle Titan is a magnetic deal. 2 screws on either side, or 3M strips on the back. You can see the strips come right here. So I got 2 of those, and these come 1 per package, whereas the Cook's Go-To system comes with 2 in a package with a 12-pack of rings. So 6 hooks for each one. So this will be really ideal for soft plastic bags, things like that. Whereas the Tackle Titan from T&H Marine is going to be really good for lures, jigs, crankbaits. Even it has a tool holder on the end right here, if you can see that. So I'm really excited for both of these. I'm hoping that the install is a little bit better for these and that they stay and put a little bit better. So I'm going to try to install it here and then show you guys when I'm done. So let's get to it. Alright guys, so we just got everything installed. I'm going to show you here a little bit of what we got. Like I said, we have the one tackle system from T&H Marine. I can't remember what it's called. Then we have the Cook's Go-To system as well. 2 of each are in the center box, and then the driver's side rod locker. So let's take a look. Keep in mind, the system that I have in here before was absolutely not optimal, but now you can see we have the T&H Marine system here. We have one, how it's supposed to be right side up, and there wasn't enough room for both to go side by side. So we flipped that one upside down. Should work the same. You can see these heavy Rapala pliers sitting there rather nicely. This is the tool holder that's meant to hold it. So you can see that, but I mean, obviously they're just magnets, so anything can be put there. I think this should work. You can hang the scale if you want to. Probably won't end up hanging that, or even the pliers for that matter. But something like, you know, a buzz bait, you can put it right underneath there, close the lid, slam it, throw it back up. She's still swinging there. So that's a good little testament to what this tackle storage system can do. So I'm really excited to run this magnetic system, just so you can throw it up underneath there, throw it on top here, and then just grab it off when you need it, and everything will lay very nicely right there. So This is the TNH tackle system, available at Tackle Warehouse. I have screwed both these in here. You can see the previous system, the silicone here and some old drill holes, but now this sucker is drilled in there in the middle support beam. It's not coming through the back of the carpet or anything like that, and they're both very, very solid in there. Seems like a pretty good build, so hopefully the magnets end up staying strong for quite a long time. So that's the middle one. Now let's move over to the driver's side rod box and see what we got in here. This is the Cook's go-to tackle system. You can see it right there. So you can see this is one pack. The Cook's go-to tackle system comes with everything you see right here. I think it was about 18 or 19 bucks, but don't quote me on that. Also available from Tackle Warehouse. It's where I got both these products. This, you can see the screws back there, also screwed into place. You know, so that stuff isn't coming out. And this, you can also hang spinner baits and jigs like that in these slots right here, but it said it came with 12 of these bath rings. However, it only came with 5. The package actually said 12, but it only came with 5. So what I'm gonna do there is that's gonna be where I hang my plastics that I'm using for the day, or I wanna use in practice, or just stuff that I can find and have it accessible very, very easily. If I stop in at Mills Fleet Farm or Shields or something like that and pick up a new bag of something, I'll pin it right there. Just simply undo the hook, hang it right there. The bags will hang right below, close it. They're hanging underneath right now. Open it back up and they're right at your fingertips. So you can see I store a lot of my plastics in boxes. You can see here's my trailers, some gypsy grubs there, flipping baits, things like that. So I like having my more the baits that I use more often at my fingertips in the boxes. I don't carry too many colors. I'm typically a green pumpkin and a black and blue color, soft plastic kind of guy. So those go in the boxes, but maybe some of those more off colors or those baits you don't use too often. So like for me, a 4-inch or even a 3.5-inch Senko with chartreuse tips for, say, smallmouth in the river. It's not something I use a whole heck of a lot. So if I go and pick up a pack of that, or if I'm fishing tubes for the day out of Mille Lacs, I don't typically fish tubes too much, but this is definitely where I'm gonna be putting those things. So when other people are in my boat, they know exactly where they are. They don't have to go digging through bags or boxes or things like that. So super excited for both these new tackle systems. And honestly, I'm just so excited to get out on the water. Haven't done it yet this year, but the boat is basically all ready to go. Just got to get the rods rigged up, give her a bath eventually, things like that, and she will definitely be ready to go. So in the meantime, that's what I've done for storage this year, guys. Hard baits, plastic bags. Really looking forward to having a sturdy set of tackle systems in place in the Stratus this year. So very excited. So we'll get on the water soon, and we'll see you guys out there. As some of you may know, I bought a really cool toy this year to put on the Stratus, the old black and yellow. You can see behind me here. It is the Minn Kota Ultrex. What I had on the rig before, guys, was a Maxim Pro 80-pound thrust. Cable drive, obviously, very standard, very durable. I beat the thing to hell. It did me really, really well. I'm keeping it as a backup trolling motor because really not much of a market for used, 10-year-old bow mount trolling motors these days. So I'm keeping it for a backup in case something were to happen to the Ultrex. But super, super excited for this, you guys. This is, some of you have heard Kevin Van Dam say it's the best invention ever made, and I haven't had the opportunity to use it yet on the water, but super excited to get out there and especially use, like everybody does, that spot lock feature. I think it'll get a little taking used to the whole electric to cable drive hybrid head that they have on here, but either way, very excited to be able to be out in any depth of water, be able to hit spot lock and have the boat stay within a 3-foot radius of that spot. I think it's even closer now, maybe it's even more precise, but super huge key, especially for deep water fish. I know me and my partner Nick Retka have been out fishing deep rock multiple times. You need that one angle over the top of that one rock or between those few rocks in order to get that bite. And you're able to make that cast that first time or that second time, but after that, you catch a fish, you get snagged, things like that, you get off of that spot, whereas this spot lock is really going to come in handy when fishing that deep structure, those deep vegetation, those deep weed lines, for staying on that spot, making multiple casts to the same targets at the exact same angle for hours on end, especially on windy days. Minnesota is pretty notorious for having high winds throughout the summer and fall months, so even if you're out in Mille Lacs. You know, with this one, I got the extended, I believe it's the 52-inch or 55-inch shaft length on the trolling motor, so it's longer than the one that I had before. I know oftentimes that it was windy, my old trolling motor would be popping in and out of the water if we'd be hitting, you know, even 2.5 to 3 foot waves, guys. So with this, I got the extended shaft on there. Hopefully it keeps it down further in the water, and that spot lock and that GPS is really gonna be able to go to work and keep us on the spot. So I just want to show you guys a little bit of what it looks like. This sucker has never been out of the box, or it's out of the box, it's never been out of the water, excuse me, and just absolutely pristine. Not a scratch on it yet, no weeds, no vegetation. Just a very, very cool motor. Very excited to be running this year. You can see we got the Garmin down view and side view transducer on there. I don't use the transducer in the trolling motor, although you can. Come standard with a weedless wedge 2 prop on there. Lift assist, you can see in the middle, comes standard with a deck bounce rod right there, electric head, everything that you guys have seen, this thing has it. Super, super excited to run it this year. I'm sure we'll be doing many videos on why this trolling motor is absolutely the best out there. So until I'm able to get out there, guys, I hope you enjoyed this video. Get yourself a Minn Kota Ultrex. See ya.